That was
Sounds
the
like a
fragrance.
great combination to me.
Yeah.
All right, so big up to all the people who attended that carnival over there, and we're getting ready for our Labor Day celebration this upcoming Monday. But our party start from Friday, and then Saturday, and then Sunday, and then the culmination of the festivities is on Monday on Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, the better borough. You understand? So it's nothing normal around here, and the numbers are always astronomical. All right, so don't try test me. Anyway, we got a lot of ground to cover. We have a lot of ground to cover, and we have a special guest we're going to be talking to in a few minutes. You know that, right, Robbo?
I heard the word.
Okay.
And it's a good look. It's a good look, especially if you're listening in London and you're of the East Africa, because the fan base for our guest tonight, that is astronomical. She has crazy fans over the East Africa, from Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya. I mean, crazy fan. She rolls out. She's treated, as she should be, as an absolute reggae icon. So, good look today.
Yeah, definitely. And we also got to say happy birthday going out to everybody celebrating a birthday today. And in case you did not know, celebrating a birthday today is the strong soldier himself, Jamil. Jamil is celebrating a birthday today, so we say happy birthday to the dancehall artist Jamil, and to everybody who's celebrating a birthday today. And as we always say here in the New York tri-state area, when you know that you share a birthday with somebody very, very super special, you just feel a little bit more important. You know what I mean? So yo, me and that artist there share birthday on the same day. You understand?
Ooh.
So happy birthday, Jamil. And to all who's celebrating a birthday today, the 30th day of August. Now, before we talk to our special guest, Robbo, I feel like you for drop at least one from the special guest, and I can drop one, and then we talk to the special guest. What do you think?
All right, I'm gonna drop this one from her album, and the track I'd like to play is, I'm quite sure I'm going to allow you to line up that tune in the chamber. I want to play this song. It features an artist by the name of Wyrie, who is carrying the reggae banner in East Africa, doing really, really well. A young artist that just put his heart and soul into reggae. And when he teamed up with our special guest, this song still plays daily, every day across the east of Africa. So shout to the people them right now. This is for them anthem, Etana featuring Wyrie. It's called The On. When I say daytime radio, Chris, daytime is 15.
That's haunted me. I'm curious. Can I be your queen? Can you be the one for me? Can you be my everything? Can we be together?
Like a rhythm beats the sea, till all eternity, until the end of time. Oh baby, I want you to be mine.
Can you be the one for me? Can you be my everything?
My everything. Oh yeah. Together for all the.
From the Grammy-nominated album, Pamoja, Wyrie. I know them, any concert that turns out at that side of the world, this young artist have to star it. So it was only right that Etana went in and do some combo. So our special guest tonight is Etana. Dubb Master Chris, I'm going to hand it over to you. I'm quite sure, could it be the classic or something from Palmoja?
Well, let me tell you, I'm always torn. And I'm torn because there are so many big songs, so many songs that I love so much from Etana. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go back a little bit further than that album, and I'm going to go back to the early days. Okay? The early days of Etana. Now, from the very beginning, we have nothing but love for Etana. So I got to dig in the crates for all the real Etana fans. Now I talk about all the fans them from the very early days. So let me drop something like this. This one, you know, it's a classic. It's a classic. Goes like this. It's called Wrong Address. From the early days. Etana, the strong one. So strong, so powerful. This song is still such a strong song. Listen to the lyrics.
Try to get a job today, but when I'm to the application, then say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble. We don't want no trouble, no day. Lady, where you come from, people die there every day. For our safety, that's where you should stay. It's the time of the strong one. Dubb Master, bless up.
And then just to let all those radio stations and those radio guys understand, this is not normal. Etana, tell them now.
Try to kill a song today, but when I'm sit Dubb Master, them say.
Problem.
The strong one.
I love it.
Dubb Master.
I would know Etana love it too, you know. She love it too, you know. Dub plate style, wicked and wild. It's the Global Connect. IrieJam Radio, New York City. Directly connected to London, UK on the beat.
Try to kill a song today, but when I'm sit Dubb Master, them say.
Right.
If IrieJam is where you really reside, we'll step outside. Dubb Master asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no.
Yeah, we don't need no problem. If we have to do what we got to do, we'll just rough them up.
Some boy die there every
Trust me. Okay, all right. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Okay, so it's time to introduce our special guest this evening, the strong one, known as Etana. Etana is on, and we are connected with London, UK, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, and the world. Etana, good evening.
Dubb Master, how you doing? Robbo, wagwan.
Wagwan, I love the backdrop, loving the backdrop. It's another
Mad.
backdrop. It's another backdrop I need to take in my collection. You still owe me the
Mad.
one that you had from before, you know.
Painting, right?
Yeah, have you seen that painting, Dubb Master Chris?
Yeah. And let me tell you, man, always impressive. Always
Thank you.
impressive. So, Etana, how are things going right now? Because I know you're always busy. So what's Etana been up to?
Oh, yes. Been touring. I did a lot of festivals in Europe in the month of July and up to August. And then now I'm in the US. I'm in Virginia right now.
Okay.
and then I move all the way up to Salisbury on the 4th, and then New York on the 8th at SOB's.
On the 8th of September?
September. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, that just around the corner. Nice.
That's
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Nice. We'll miss
Yeah,
seeing
I
you,
look forward
Etana.
to being in New York. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a minute
But
since
that's
I've been in
some,
New York.
yeah,
E- every time I put up the tour dates, people always say, "Hey, so I'm to New York. So why you not coming to New York?"
yeah,
So I made
yeah.
sure that New York was in the list this time.
Okay, nice. I'm glad to hear that. So you are so busy. You're moving and shaking and moving and mere new music are drop and all these things. And then you also
Yeah.
got big performance lined up for a little bit later on. I want you to tell the people them what really and truly are going. New York City, we can't wait. So we get a chance
I'm
to see
taking
you.
the whole Raw Soul Rebels band to
Okay.
New York in
Uh-huh.
SOBs.
Yes.
And of course, like later on down in the year in December, we're looking forward to the Jamrock cruise. So
Yes.
it's a lot of things, and it goes all the way from now till the end of the year.
Oh,
Okay.
Etana, I thought you were skipping the line because you have a London
No,
visit. Oh,
in October,
oh,
exactly. In
yes, yes, Islington, yes, yes,
Robbo.
Islington and
yes.
Birmingham. So Islington is September 30th, and
Uh-huh.
Birmingham is October 2nd.
You
Okay.
see, I've got to interject. I had to interject because when you come to London, you come to the melting pot of music. This is where the musos come to the show and go, yes, quite
However,
impressive, very
however,
well done.
Mad.
Yeah,
But
However.
the thing,
so
but you know what? I don't think that. I mean, when we've been at Chapad for the whole time, still from July all the way down.
yeah,
But when we get to England, there is just something different that's planned because they've seen me on a band performance before, right? So we have to do it a little bit different, and I haven't been on stage in England in one of my favorite places to be in a long time since
I
the
think,
pandemic. I think I
yeah,
was in Leeds, right? I was in Leeds on a track show, but that's on track.
I
It's
think the
different when
last
the Raw Soul Rebels is there.
I see. I think the last time we saw you on stage, you was putting the great King Sanchez under so much pressure
How
in
long
Truck
ago
City.
was that? That was
Don't ask me. Ask Sanchez.
that was
Boy,
before the pandemic, don't it?
oh my,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
show
yeah.
was
Hey,
that was.
Robert, you're not easy, you know.
Don't ask me. Ask King Sanchez. Man, shirt, tie, everything. Sanchez got vest, you know. After Etana, right? Yeah, it's been a minute you haven't been to London. Just quickly, where was you in Europe? Where were the places that you played across Europe? Because I saw some dates and
I went to Sweden,
yeah.
in Uppsala, Germany,
Uppsala.
IrieJam, and oh God, we did like about eight or nine festivals,
Yeah,
including the Gracies. It's a small, like a backyard festival, but so many people showed up. They sold out for the night, and it was just so awesome. Maybe it was over 2,000 people in the backyard.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was like so unbelievable. The people them sing and dance, and every festival that I went to was like so incredible. And the most common comment was, "We needed this, we needed
Yeah.
this, we needed this." You know, so I'm happy that I was able to go and share the energy like I did on
Yeah.
stage and just make people dance and sing till them tired.
Well, the woman, them love you in Europe, me nah lie. I see some, they say
Yeah,
German
yeah.
women are emotional. They're emotionalists. They're like, yeah. They say, aha, Etana, yeah.
That's not true.
Them roll out. What? See them roll out
Them
reggae.
come
I
out
see
in
them.
them
Them coming out.
numbers.
Yo, crazy. It's amazing. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, I'm grateful for all of it, because, I mean, I think even after the pandemic, it was rough for a lot of other artists to come over into Europe just the same, you know, because all the business side remained the same. Like if you were booked from 2020, that's it. You were booked from 2020, you just have to show up and follow through on those agreements, and we did. And I brought the whole band, and we enjoyed every moment of it. I mean, when I say every moment, it was just like the best thing ever. It made me feel like I was brand new again, like we're start over.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I enjoyed every moment.
Yeah, the realization, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're glad to hear that you are enjoying your job because, you know, there are a lot of people who don't enjoy their job and they're miserable going to work
True.
every day. So it is a blessing,
Well, they
don't
have
it?
to change that. They have to change that, you know? I always think that when you don't like a job, it's only the mind that keeps you there, right? Like fear
Yeah.
of starting over, fear
Fear of the
of starting a
mortgage,
new,
fear of the
fear
car
of it,
loan,
yes.
fear of fear of your partner. What am I gonna
Yes.
do? And they stick in that same position, like you know, they see the donkey or the donkey with the chain, and then you take the chain away from the donkey, and the donkey's still there. They're just
Yes.
in that
You
space.
just have to be brave and step out. Like when I first stepped out from my agreement with BP, I was like that too. I was sitting there thinking, okay, so uh, what am I gonna do now? Like I wanted it, and now I'm out, and it's like it really happened. Now, like, what am I gonna do now? You know?
Can I ask you,
Until-
Etana? You know where you felt brave, because you are the strong one. That's obviously your moniker, but really stepping out on your own. There's a point where you're above that cliff. You're leaving a record label. You're jumping into the unknown. Obviously, the bravery has given you momentum, but were there doubts that you could like go forward and pick up a Grammy nominations and stuff like that? Where did the
I
doubts
didn't even
creep
think
in?
that far. I didn't even think that far. The doubts crept in like right after, right like when it happened, like maybe a day or two after. I was like, oh, wait a minute, like that just really happened like 2 days ago. Like, oh, am I gonna do the album now? Like, how am I gonna do this? Like, how we gonna it just everything in creating a new album. I wondered how I was gonna do it. And we just decided, my whole team just decided, hey, what do you mean? Like, you've been doing this all along? You just didn't now you don't have to report to anybody. No, you know, nobody don't have to question or say nothing or say, oh, we need to do this. I need you. Everything is on you. So you just make the choices. And I'm like, all right. And just take the dive. I just dove.
Yeah, straight into Grammy nominations, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Well done.
Yeah.
Again, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's easy to say that you made the right decision and it has paid off.
I did.
Very, very well.
I did.
All
I
right.
did. I wish I did it long ago, long before. But sometimes when you have an agreement, right? The best thing to do instead of creating more chaos is just to work your way through it, you know, and do it. And for me, musically, I wanted to do it to the best of my ability. I didn't want to say, okay, well, I'm still in agreement, so I'm just gonna do like crazy songs, or I'm not gonna record them a certain way, you know. I made sure that I kept the standard of and actually, you know, advanced. I grew over time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
each album, you
Oh,
hear
yeah.
a different sound, you know. And I made sure that I did it to the best of my ability, so that I can continue to do that even after.
Well, let me tell you this, Etana, the people love you. We love your music, and you have been growing and growing and growing. And
Yes.
there's a lot of music now that, you know, folks are absolutely loving. And I remember a little while back when you dropped this song that, you know, I gotta drop it right now. The combination of Etana alongside Vibes Cartel. The song is called Baby O. And this song had some of your fans like, what? She did what? She recorded what?
How? When? Why?
Yeah. Song Bud. So we gotta drop it right here on the Global Connect. We're talking to Etana, the strong one, and this is one of the big bad tunes. If you don't have it in your collection, you need to add it to your collection quick and fast.
Them not understand. It's about a feeling. Etana, cartel, true love, hard to find.
If I were your baby, oh, cotton, I would give you so much more, baby. I would give you everything
not gonna lie.
You know I give it to you.
Me the kind of jealous, me not gonna lie.
You know you want this loving, oh yeah.
Yeah, Robbo, I tell you the truth, me the kind of jealous. So what is man, what Etana deal with it? Fall in love with Vibes Cartel. What kind of
Well-
fall in love thing I go on? Me not understand.
Well, she said baby O, you know. Baby O, you could be baby A, you know. Or baby C. There's still a chance, Dub Master Chris.
Yeah, well, like my name start with a C, yeah. So
Yeah.
I can play that role, baby C.
Yeah, baby C. Cartel can go out with baby
Yeah,
O.
we can keep the O, yeah. The O. Yeah, man.
Big song of the album. Obviously, Grammy. We spoke about your previous Grammy nomination, and I had a great conversation with you about attending the Grammys and being late, trying to get there on time, and had to run into the Grammys with no shoes, and you're
Yes.
running, take off the heels. And the real Jamaican came on. They're like, yeah, I got a Grammy nomination with no shoes and all of that. I mean, those moments, they are life-changing moments for some people. Actually seeing a Grammy nomination, but the process of actually making the music. Do you make music and have that thought? I want this to stand out as Grammy, or you still just your process is just like Etana from day one. Make it so it moves my people first before it moves everybody else.
Yeah, you know what? I never created an album. There's never a time when I create a song and be like, yeah, man, it's a hit, or this a Grammy. No, I've never done that. I just create the music and allow the people to speak.
Yeah.
Because in the end, they make the final decision, and whether it's good or not. So I just create the music and I put it out and hope for the best. I think the most the moment that makes me think the most is when the day before the album is released or the day before the song is released.
Yeah.
After they tell everybody it's gonna be released on this specific day, and then the day is tomorrow, and I'm the night before, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope they're gonna like the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dub Master Chris can agree. We've been in studio with recording artists who've played songs, and they've looked to us as DJs and tried to nudge us and say, yo, I Grammy this, you know. I Grammy tune this, you know. I'll read upon it. Yeah. How you mean artist? Try to But speaking of studio, I heard from a few producers, you are not
Yeah.
one of the easiest artists to work with. You're very meticulous in what you want, and you've before have listened to tracks, record them, and scrap them.
I have. I have
Is
a few of those.
is that still Etana's mode of operation? Still you just that's it. I don't want it, and start again.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I create a song and I don't feel it when it's done, if I can't feel it, then I can't expect anybody else to feel it, and so I just don't release that song, and I scrap it, or I revisit it and have the whole thing redone from scratch again.
Yes, the redone thing I've heard.
Yeah, man. I will do it. I will scrap everything and do it all over.
Wouldn't it be cost effective to scrap it 30 seconds in and say, okay, guys,
Yeah,
musicians, let's start again. Let's
Yeah.
start again.
Sometimes you do that. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes
Yeah.
I do that. Sometimes
Yeah.
I be like, no, this not work. This is do it again.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
sometimes you don't feel it then until the next day when you listen to it again. You're like, no, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And I either revisit or I just start a whole new session altogether, brand new song.
With live and your tracks with live
Live
musicians.
instruments,
I've
live
heard.
everybody.
I've heard. You. I wouldn't say that's.
Hold on. Hold on, let me tell you. Me, I tell everybody, and me tell you first, right? I am nice, but when it comes to the music and the production and the performance, I take it so seriously. Now I tell you, say, me first tell you, say, I'm not the nicest person when it comes to work. Because in the end, think about when I first, you just said sometimes people go work and they don't even like their jobs, right?
Yeah.
And then they take their hard-earned money and they come to your show and they buy your music. And then when you give them the music, you give them trash. Like, I just take that so seriously. And I don't even believe in musicians coming on the stage and messing up and stuff like that. Like, I really am hard on musicians and people I work with, but it's for a reason, because when the show is done,
Oh yeah.
I need for people to say my dollar was very well spent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But before we go, we've got minutes for this conversation. We need to play this track featuring Damien Jr. Gong Marley. Let me drop this one right now.
Now play by the king, love is all I know. Bring by.
Now, Chris, I know you played a dub plate. Let me just put in the request from early. Etana, me need this.
We like when the music is playing all night. People dancing and all in a vibe. Keep it rocking up, don't stop. Pull it up and take it from top. Even though things may set away, music is how I get down. It's the only thing rude boys play. Yeah. All I want is a beat and a mic. All someone want is a spliff and a light. Jerk man and do it, everything looks sweet. Music copy.
See the dub plate, yeah?
Street, I miss a turn up the sound. Temperature up and it a burn up the crowd. Yeah, I miss a turn up the sound. Bass it a rockle and a shake up the ground.
I'd love to play the Junior Gong part of the song, because Junior Gong burn up the tune too. But that's a big song. That was the first song that drew me to the album, and obviously the track with Ray and Stone Boy. But I really do like Turn Up the Sound. Big song.
Yeah, big song. Big song. And that's why. Go ahead.
No, I said when we perform this song, the people them just go crazy. Like they just lose it.
Yeah.
Lose it when this song plays.
It has that
big,
vibe.
Yeah, big tune. Well,
you have to play the Junior Gang verse. You know, you gotta play that verse. Like you can't just like not play that verse. How you play the song and don't play that verse?
Hold on.
Judge.
Increase the decibels, keep me feeling very well. Reggae music and hustling, gun parallel. Marijuana, grab a leaf and whistle as them have a sell. Wriggle is a
Watch the party, yeah.
better smell. Cane man and coconut. Park up in the open lot. Select up, pull up the sound and him kill them with some message at them. Let it go again and show them how the tune's supposed to drop. The way the place I shell you would I think the video Photoshop. Every pattern on a rock. Woman and them man a rock. Tense a beat and what's it not. Lighters and etc. Junior Gang the veteran. Me day a feeling better off. Rhythm we a listen got me higher than a nebula. If I ever
No, sir. That is crazy.
My.
That's the one I need.
You ever see when Pac-Man I eat up the goal in the video game and them just a nail up the track?
Yeah.
Big song. That's the one the request is in Etana. It's in.
All right.
All right, good. No problem.
All right.
All right. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is Etana. Etana is confirmed that she's going to be in New York City in a matter of a few weeks. She'll be performing in
days.
In days, right?
Actually.
Yeah, days. Yes,
yeah, man.
true.
September 8th in days.
Yeah.
I'll be in London, in England in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Islington and Birmingham. Lord God.
And the big show. And the big show.
Yeah.
And the Jamrock Cruise.
Okay, so a lot of folks have already bought their tickets for the Welcome to Jamrock Cruise. That's going to be in December, so everybody look out for Etana. And, just line up yourself and make sure you have, the proper equipment, take some pictures and ting. Because Etana will be on the Welcome to Jamrock Cruise.
Big things.
Yeah, man.
But, Etana, when the fans then back you up on the cruise, and you can't leave, you can't jump overboard,
Yeah.
It's picture after picture after picture
exactly.
after picture. Are you prepared to do that whole, it's like the picture run, all the way from one end of the ship to the other?
I'll change our clothes when I carry, so we
Yeah,
can
man.
have different looks.
Wow.
Of course.
crazy.
And you can't call for your limo. You can't call for you can't call for Uber. You just gotta work with it. So everybody's looking.
I'm ready for the vibe. I'm ready
Yeah.
for the vibe. I'm ready to mingle. I'm ready to see people, familiar faces in music. The one them gonna like me, and the one them will like me, and the one them, everybody.
So it gone. Please, it's a ship. Remember, you can't throw them overboard.
No.
Yeah.
Right, so we have to we just gonna
You
have
just
to
have a
make up
work-
and mingle and have a
Yes.
good time and dance.
And that's what happens when you're on that cruise, the Jamrock cruise. It brings that vibe, and it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
man.
I see
Yeah.
Dubb Master Chris at the other end of the ship, and I don't want to talk to him, and then I say, "Yeah, you want brethren?
All right,
Yeah, right,
yeah,
my
one.
DJ. Well, go on, my DJ."
Listen, certain people still I carry clash feelings, I don't understand, clash feelings I carry, But it's okay, it's all good. All right, so listen, Etana, I want to thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us for a few minutes, and tell everybody how we can follow you on social media.
Etana Strong One, ETANA STRONGONE, both on Twitter and Instagram. And then Facebook is One Etana, ONE, ETANA. Or if you can't remember any of that, you can go to etanamusic.com, ETANAMUSIC.com. And then all the links are at the bottom for you to go to any social media platform you choose.
Okay,
Etana, I'm requesting one thing from you. You've done
Tell
the
me.
car pull-up. I think
Yes.
the next one you should do, take it from Robbo Ranx, it will work. I
Tell
think you
me.
should use an authentic laundrette and hit one of them songs inside. Do that style. Inside something like one of those stops, like an original laundrette with the team.
Oh,
A different
that would
pull-up.
be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would
Yeah,
be
some
cool.
different background. You've done it
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
and every time
I
you do it,
agree.
it trends.
I
So,
agree,
yeah.
I agree.
All right.
All right.
And maybe
I'ma
in
take you
London.
up on that
And
one.
maybe in London, because we have some real old school laundrettes in London.
Oh,
and that
my
would be something
God.
different. Yeah. Or in
And
a
it's
black
gonna look
taxi or
so
something like
good.
that. Yeah.
Man, the black taxi would have worked,
Yeah.
Ah,
Keep
you know
it
what?
trending.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Keep
All
it
right,
trending. Keep
cool.
it trending.
I'm going to
Taxi
take you
would
up
have
on that one.
All right.
All right, Etana, take care, walk good, and we'll see you in
right.
New York City very, very
Big up
soon.
to you both.
All right.
All right. Big up, Etana.
Big up, bless up. All right, Robbo Ranx, that's the way we got to say goodnight, man. We got to wrap this up, and we got to thank Etana once again for being our special guest on the Global Connect. And we shall reconvene the vibes and the conversation on Thursday, right, Bridget?
All right, my brother. Good night to you, son. Good night.